everyone. It's the end of 2022. This is the last video I'm going to do for this, which I'm calling Season 1 here, my first season of videos on this channel. In just a moment, I'm going to talk about the videos that I'm planning to make for 2023 for Season 2 of RVing with Joe. But before that, I just want to talk about some of the stats. I just started this channel in October. We already have 13 episodes. We've got 39,000 views. I've got 30,000 watch hours. 340 subscribers have already joined on. And I really want to thank the subscribers. Right now, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can get recognized by YouTube. And it really helps. It's the number one thing you can do to help my channel is to subscribe. I want to particularly call out a few subscribers who really participate and contribute to the channel, have given me some great ideas on future videos. And that's Teacher Carl, Master Gunnery Sergeant K, Aaron Thor, Steve TK, Poor Boys 2, and New Sigmund Freud. You guys specifically have commented a lot, but I appreciate all the comments everybody's been doing. I try to reply to every comment I get, and I really appreciate the feedback and interaction. It helps me make a better channel and helps me make the content that you want to see. The more I hear from you, the more I get a sense of what you like and maybe don't like. I've definitely made some mistakes that people have called out in my videos, and please, if you see them, call them out. That's called quality control, and I appreciate the feedback. Now, here's what to expect in 2023. So I got this new drone, thanks to my wife for buying that for me for Christmas. That's going to greatly enhance this channel. So let me talk in a moment here about the travels that I have planned for 2023, but this drone is going to really come in handy for some of these specific remote areas I'm going to. So some of the videos I do plan on doing here in 2023 that I already have on the slate is some part 2s of the videos I've already done. So a part 2 on the battery disconnect problem that I'm currently having. That was my last official episode, is this problem I have with the battery disconnect that the Ember RV installed the way they did it. Part 2 of what do I put in my trailer. So I went through a long list of everything that I stuck in my trailer when I first got it on the first day, and I'm going to talk about the additional items just to help kind of create for others maybe a good punch list of things you need to buy and things you need to think about purchasing before you get into an RV. That should help add to the list that I've already tried to create for people of what you may want to bring on your first RV trip, and I've already had some people point out some things that maybe I don't really need. So again, I love the feedback. I'm also going to do a part 2 on gross vehicle weight rating. Once I set out on my Season 2, my first real season of camping with this brand new trailer, I'm going to be taking it through the scales at least once, maybe more than once. I'm going to be posting what those weights are. That includes when my trailer is unhooked so I can get the hitch weight, as well as the overall weight of the trailer and the truck before and after I hitch. Some of the new videos I'll be doing include one about generators and my experience with the various generators I've had over the last couple of decades using them in RVs. Another one is crossing the border with an RV. I live just on the other side of the U.S. border here in Canada. Canada, United States. Canada, United States. I'm a dual citizen, so I travel south a lot. And when I bring my RV across the border, there are special considerations that I have to think about when I'm taking my RV versus just a normal border crossing. Another one is, how do I plan my trips? In other words, when I'm heading out on a road trip, what are some of the tools, the applications, and the techniques that I use to put together all the information I need to have a good, healthy, and well-planned road trip? I plan to do an interesting one where I'm interviewing a friend of mine who has a trailer that's on a permanent lot that he's rented. It's his summer home, so to speak. It's out by a lake, but it's on a plot. And so I wanted to talk about when you get a regular traditional RV, but you're buying it to put it on a plot. What's different about that, and what are the considerations you need to think about? So I'll be traveling to my friend's trailer and going through with him what he's had to do differently or the added benefits that he gets by having that trailer on a fixed location versus traveling with it. And a fun one I can't wait to do is, what's it like to be in a travel trailer when it's going down the road? I'm going to look to have a decibel meter, camera set up. I'm going to use various props and devices to show as I drive down the road with a bunch of cameras set up in the trailer what it's like to be in a trailer when you're driving down the road, coming to a stop. Of course, I won't put anyone in the trailer. I have a pull trailer, which is generally illegal, I think, in all 50 states and all the provinces. You don't put people in a trailer when you drive down the road. But having already put a camera in the trailer for a previous video I did, I realized what an experience it would be. That's all I'm going to say about that one, but it should be a fun video. Watch out for that one. Finally, what trips do I have in mind for 2023? Well, I'm going to give this list knowing that it may change. There's things like finances, work schedules, and the price of gas that may determine how far I go on some of these. But soon after I get my RV out of storage, I really would like to get back to the Bay Area, possibly Los Angeles, possibly as far out as Arizona. We'll see again, gas prices and timing allow. But I'd like to get down there and deal with some family business, see some friends and family, and generally get that trailer out on the road for a long trip and really shake it down to see how it does on a real long road trip. Also, as part of the shakedown of my Ember RV, making sure it can handle what I have in store for it, I'm going to take it out to a friend's property out in Adams Lake, deep in British Columbia interior. And there, I'm going to join a couple of friends who actually have their own Sasquatch investigation YouTube channel. So I kind of want to see what they're getting into. And I've been up there before, and it can get a little spooky out there. There's definitely some stuff in the woods. It'll be interesting to see what these guys have found. And so expect a little collaboration with that channel. Not very far from me is the Olympic Peninsula of Washington State. Since I'm out here in Vancouver area, it's really easy for me to get to that area. And because of that, I've been putting it off on my major road trips. But it's time to just do a dedicated small road trip out to the Olympic Peninsula. It's very beautiful. It's wet and cool, coastal climate. And it's also like the lavender capital of the world. If you go in the right time of year, it's overloaded with lavender everywhere. And that's got to be nice. We may make a second trip out to Banff, Jasper, and Radium Hot Springs, but this is a little bit more of a hot spring and hiking tour. Last time we did the Banff tour, my wife was awaiting back surgery, so it was very much a car-based road trip. We didn't do a lot of hiking. We didn't do a lot of exploration, and most of the hot springs were closed because it was 2020, and there was all the shutdowns happening during that period of time, so it was very hard to find a hot spring that was open. I saved the best one for last. This one's going up to Tuktoyaktuk. One day I'll pronounce that correctly. This is the northernmost community you can drive to here in Canada. It's the farthest northern point you can drive to, and it's all the way at the Arctic Ocean, well above the Arctic Circle. It's going to be just thousands of kilometers of dirt roads and rough roads. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping my Ember RV is up for it, and that's why I'm going to be doing all of these other trips in advance of that trip to make sure I've shaken it down. I'll probably put new tires on the truck for that one. Expect a lot of videos coming out right before, during, and after that period of time when I go to Tuck. Right now it's towards the end of summer, and that's after I've done all the shakedowns and of all these other road trips to make sure that my Ember RV is up to the task. It's going to be a rough one. Traveling through the Yukon, Northwest Territories, across the tundra, in some of the most sparsely populated areas on Earth is going to be a real treat. I'm looking forward to it. So that's it. That's my wrap up for 2022. This is my last video this season. I wish everyone the happiest of New Year's and a great 2023. After the last couple of years, we really need a good year, don't we? I'm hoping 2023 is going to be the best one so far. Thanks for watching this video to the end. Thanks for your support. Thanks to all the subscribers for supporting my channel. And one more time, if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please just look down right now and click that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot, and my videos will show up in your feed more often. On behalf of me, my channel, my wife, have a happy new year.